Hello and welcome to Screen Views. I'm Dave.
I'm James.
And this is the special Minisode where we look back at the month's reviews and discuss our favourites.
This episode is still unscripted and unedited, but the Minisode contains no spoilers, so just kick back and enjoy the conversation.
Our aim is to get you excited about our previous reviews, hidden gems and upcoming releases.
We hope you enjoy it and feel free to tell us why, so like, comment and subscribe. Okay, here we go, Minisode up!
Minisode,
Yeah.
number 2,
Boom, boom, boom.
May
Second month.
2018.
Yeah, the last year
Check
of the
it.
world. I don't know what I'm saying.
What?
It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I'm not part of a cult. We don't believe there's 27 days left in the world. fine.
Who said that? Somebody said that?
No.
Is that a thing?
No, probably not.
I like that you're just saying, just like putting it out there. Then some like alien's gonna find it and be like, "This guy knew.
Yeah.
How did he know?"
The most awful thing is we're probably going to upload. We're not going to upload this on this date. So if anyone takes me seriously,
And
they
they've
don't
got
know
like,
when.
they've got to calculate.
25,
No,
21,
wait. Okay. Well, as far as I know, the world is not ending in 27 days. And you're safe, so don't panic.
Yeah.
Stay with us.
Yeah.
Sit back. Listen.
You will be able to watch the next Avengers movie.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
If that's your goal in life, that's your only goal in life. You will get to see that. So this is the TV minisode. So we're going to focus on TV.
Yep.
We will put a film minisode out there.
Yeah.
For all the film people.
Buffs.
In the minisode as well, we should probably state that there's no spoilers. So you don't need to be afraid
at all.
So here we are.
Yeah.
And we're looking at the month of May. So we've seen a few things.
Yeah.
Do we need a recap, James? Do we need to go over what we've seen?
What do we see?
So Lost in Space.
Boom. Yeah.
Legion.
Yeah.
Westworld Season 2.
Yeah.
And Jane the Virgin.
Yeah.
Which is sort of Season 4, but kind of an overview of...
Yeah, but I only watched
first season.
like the first couple episodes of Season 1.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So in Minisode Spirit, what was the highlight for you out of those 4? I think I could take a guess.
Yes. Legion would have to be my highlight.
Yes.
Such
Can you
an
explain?
amazing show. I've not seen it in a while. And you know when you just haven't seen stuff, when you haven't caught up with a show, you normally lose interest.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really interested in watching it right now, I know as soon as I press that play button, I'm just going to be in it.
Yeah, it's good to
just have me back.
save it up. To be fair, like it is one of those shows where it's good to have a few to binge. Just like
so, I wouldn't mind if I don't even watch the rest until like next month.
Yeah,
but I know when I do watch it, it's just going to be
It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be yeah. I'm going to look at the whole cans. I've still not looked back in them yet.
Yeah, we still. Oh man, we really need to. What are the whole cans?
Yeah, I will.
Somebody tell us.
Yeah,
Mr. Google, get in touch.
No one's commented on it yet. Feel free to comment on our videos.
Too busy to talk about to Google the Hulk hands in Legion. Somebody, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you know what the Hulk hands are about in Legion, tell us. Floating Hulk hands. Or are you blatant?
I'm Googling in there.
Nice. Well, there's
a whole Reddit stream of it.
Well, yeah. See, I told you it was a thing. So my highlight was Legion as well. So I think we can maybe establish that.
Yeah.
Whilst you're.
Yeah, it's just Hulk. I went to pictures and it's just pictures of Hulk. So.
Oh right. Okay.
It's the second season. It's not as good as the first season, but it's still. I'm in it. I'm there.
Yeah.
And yeah, if it gets a little bit worse, if it gets a little bit better, it doesn't really mind. It's in a safe bracket for me.
Yeah.
I'm safely enjoying it where it's got... Because it gets so bizarre, it could easily get worse.
Yeah.
One episode could easily be bad because of the risks it takes.
Yeah, but it's sort of set up enough that you would accept, like, changes.
Yeah.
Or, if somebody sort of hints towards something and then that becomes reality, that's... I think it's got it's an interesting superhero twist. That's quite gripping.
Yeah.
And if you like a little bit of superhero, but with a bit of grit, it's got that going for it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I love Legion. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you've not seen Legion yet, check it out. Then listen to our podcast. See if you agree or disagree.
Also, the first episode is kind of interesting. It feels like a feature film, but it's also, it can be difficult to get through because it does go on for so long, and it's so mind-boggling the way it's literally the first episode is sort of like I feel like it's a good test. Thinking if you got through this and you enjoyed it, then keep watching. Yeah,
because it's not going to change from the first episode. It's going to keep playing with you.
It's a lot smoother. Because I look back at the first episode and how much it goes back and forth and how much it has a dance sequence in it, which is just bizarre out of nowhere. And it's just like...
Is that in the very first episode?
Yeah.
Of the first season?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's dreaming.
I remember the second season. There's a dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I nearly went into the major spoiler territory then, but I withheld myself for you viewers, listeners. But you could be viewing us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Screen Views.
Yeah. Yeah, nice plug, James.
Thanks.
Smooth like your
every
voice.
turn every what is that? Every fault into a victory.
Yeah, that sounds like something a hero would say.
Yeah.
A hero like you, James, would say. Okay. What about the low points of May?
For me, because I purely had a difficult time actually getting through it, Jane the Virgin, for me.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I disagree, but you're
wrong, James, but...
Okay. Yeah, you're entitled to your view, James, but you're right. No, what I mean is that I thought that's what you were going to say, having spoken to you on the podcast episode about Jane the Virgin. Yeah,
it was just so difficult for me to even... I mean, like, if I don't like something when I'm giving it my full attention, it'll be background territory. And because I kept having to go back and forth, and because I couldn't, it's just patronising, and I just felt I felt disrespected as a viewer. And maybe I should go back and look at what this show is homaging to, and I should look at the original and classics. But yeah, for the moment, from this show, it just felt really patronising, and I felt insulted. And I don't like allowing someone to insult me. Insult me once, shame on you. Insult me 27 times within a 3-episode period, shame on me. All right.
Right.
That's
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we disagree there because my low point was Lost in Space.
Cool. Yeah. So, actually, that's all right. Swing back at
yeah. But I mean, it just wasn't there.
No.
Just too. Patronising. Yeah. So it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting in itself that we've reviewed 2 shows and we've sort of had similar reactions about different shows.
Yeah.
And that probably sort of suggests that it's subjective.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that that has happened. You
could just take the words of my quote of my review of Jane the Virgin. You probably just put them on your review of like.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Yeah, because that's exactly how I sort of felt about Lost in Space.
Wow, I think you just say that because.
And I don't like Oreos that much either. It's not really a spoiler. I think it's okay. But I just thought... No, I think it's that thing where I thought, Netflix, wow, a trailer at the cinema, they're pumping a lot of money into this.
The trailer was good.
Good actors. I think this is going to be great. And it's not there, quite there for me, which is a shame because, I like sci-fi and I like adventure and You know, I do like feel good stuff. I'm not like against feel good stuff, but I think it was just too sort of clean and crisp and you know, a bit too cheesy.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a good family adventure. So if you've not listened to the podcast about Lost in Space, you know, I feel like I did slate it quite a lot, but you know, it has got, you know, if you like something that you can watch in the background and that's a bit mindless, and is feel good and is not gonna hurt you too much from watching it, it's a good show to watch, and a family can enjoy it together, which I also mentioned. Yeah, so not for me, but maybe a lot out there for other people.
Cool.
But you know, I would argue that with Jane the Virgin as well. I think Jane the Virgin maybe could be a bit of a Marmite show, and it might be just one of those things that you just need to try it.
Yeah.
You might love it, you might hate it, but
it's on its 4th season, so I know they must have a big fan base out there. So I think I know I didn't like it, and I think I'm more likely the majority than you are.
Yeah,
I'm more likely
I don't know.
I'm more likely not the majority of views than you are.
I don't know. I have no idea what is.
Like it's people. There's mostly loads of people who love Jane the Virgin for a 4th season.
Well, just like there's loads of people who love Lost in Space, but
don't know if it's gonna have a 2nd season yet.
We'll see. We'll see. What about biggest surprise? Any surprises, James?
I don't know. So Legion, Lost in Space.
Was one of those surprising. Also, what haven't we mentioned?
Westworld was really surprising for me.
For me, Westworld, I'm putting Westworld down as my biggest surprise because I was surprised at how bad season 2 was in comparison to season 1.
Yeah.
So that was my big surprise for this month. And maybe that's an expectations thing. Maybe because I was thinking I enjoyed the first season so much that I had high expectations for the second season, and it's just plummeted in the first 4 episodes or so.
If we mentioned something that we've not mentioned yet, I don't know. I can't really say. I was surprised by how much I couldn't. I know I've already mentioned Jane the Virgin. Westworld, it didn't surprise me. In fact, it didn't surprise me at all. What's the other one?
So it's Legion, Lost in Space, Westworld, and Jane the Virgin.
I would say in terms of like even though we're talking about Legion season 2, I would say when I watched Legion season 1, I just went on the basis that I liked the main actor. I did not have any other reason to watch that show whatsoever, and my God, it blew me out the water. It didn't really do that much in terms of marketing. Even season 2, and I feel like it is securely a cult favorite. It's got it's not the mainstream, and I feel like even though it's got loads of money now, even though it's got like, I feel like hardly anyone knows about still.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Yeah,
so,
it's a surprise, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll just say that would be my surprise in terms of my reaction when I first watched the season. And so if anyone's watching this and wants to know what my first surprise was, that would be it. It just, I wanted to know what happened next straight away. Season 1 really had that really I want to watch the next episode straight away.
Yeah.
Season 2 doesn't. Season 2, I'm comfortable with each episode, and I could leave it a week to 2 weeks before watching the next episode. But when I watch it, I know I'll be 100% immersed. I'm now invested so much. It's not like I need that next hit straight away. It's not like, that was good. I can't wait for it to come around again and have more goodness. Yeah. Like the ice cream van. You don't know when it's going to come around. It's good when it comes around. You don't beg for it every day. When you hear the tune, you're there. Yeah. Legion is like an ice cream van. That's
brilliant.
Yeah,
that's analogy of the day, James.
Yeah,
that's your award for today.
Yeah,
well done. Yeah.
But yeah,
who'd have thought you could beat the one that we spoke about on the last podcast about Westworld being a blend of 3 different shows. Yeah. Shawshank, Blade Runner, and
why do you forget this one?
I don't know.
Blade Runner and
Lost. Yeah.
Exploration of Lost.
Because forget Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a part of the Minisode where I'm going to talk about some hidden gems for TV. Cool. So I thought this month I'd try and do a little bit of a theme with the hidden gems around Donald Glover.
Okay.
So partly because he's going to come up in Solo. Yeah. So, and also the phenomena of the Childish Gambino. Yeah, music
video.
So for anybody who hasn't seen the video for the song, is it "This Is America"?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's like overnight phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like 64 million views in like a night.
Yeah.
Crazy sort of massive hit and very interesting. So I thought, because we haven't got round to the Solo podcast and that is a phenomena, he's going to be in Solo. He's also an actor and a rapper, if you didn't know that. So his actor name is Donald Glover. So for hidden gems, there's a show that he's in called Atlanta, which has just come on to BBC Two, I think. So you can access it if you're not on Now TV. So I think previously I watched it through Now TV.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Because obviously we've got loads of overseas listeners. And
yes,
we need to...
yes, international audience. You might be able to... Can they access BBC iPlayer outside of the UK?
Probably not, because of BBC America.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, probably not.
But if you can access Atlanta some which way, it's worth a watch, definitely. If you like kind of dry humour, it's very good. It's interesting. The show is about like a guy who sort of doesn't really... Donald Glover doesn't kind of know what he's about, but he kind of wants to make it in the music industry. And he has this like sort of rapper friend who I can't remember if he's like a cousin or an uncle or something, but they're sort of connected, and this rapper friend is sort of getting a bit of trajectory with this song that he's done, and you sort of see their relationship play out, and it's not laugh out loud humor, but there's a lot in there that you can like kind of relate to, I think. Cool. Just in the sense that there's like quite funny moments that are humorous, but you're not gonna like, it's not like you're not gonna cry with laughter watching it, but so it's kind of dark humor.
I definitely heard of it.
Definitely worth a watch. It does it sort of like jumps between the kind of drama like comedy. But it's really good. It's really well done. I think it's definitely worth a watch. Cool. So I think if you haven't seen that, check that out. Yeah. And like I say, I think BBC Two have literally just started airing it, so you can maybe grab it on a series link. But I'm pretty sure that'll mean that it's on iPlayer as well. Cool. So that's something to check out as a hidden gem. Yeah. And then continuing on the Donald Glover theme. My second recommendation for Netflix viewers is Community.
Is it on Netflix anymore?
I don't know. I should have checked that.
No.
I
love Community. I always go on. So basically, whenever I've got like half an hour and I want to watch something silly and I always went on Netflix to watch Community.
And is it gone?
Last week I tried to watch it on Community and it was just gone.
Oh no!
I was like,
okay,
so gutted. But definitely with Community, it's so good.
Yeah, well, if you can find it, then try and
get it on
grab
DVD
it.
And stuff.
But the reason that's really annoying, because there was two reasons that I was recommending that. Is because also it would be good for Rick and Morty fans because it's the same guy, Dan Harmon, that's done both shows.
Yeah.
So that's annoying for Netflix viewers and both my recommendation
I
that
think
I've just screwed up.
They've just released a TV show with the main actor of Community in it.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure about that though.
It looks rubbish, but it might. But I was trying to think of some logical reason. I don't know. Maybe
it's normally because somebody else buys up the rights.
Yeah.
To show something, so maybe it'll pop up on like Amazon or somewhere else,
or Hulu,
or DVD. If you can get it, it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah,
like I say, because if you're a fan of Rick and Morty, you'll like Community, and also
even
the Donald Glover.
Yeah, even
connection.
if not Rick, you're not a fan of Rick and Morty, I'll still give it a go.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just saying that for me, that's like a lot of Rick and Morty fans are like, we've got to wait ages for Rick and Morty. And I'm saying like, well, check this out because it's the same guy and a lot of the humor is very similar.
I love the fact that you think you first watch it and thinking, there'll be someone in the community which you relate to, and then you soon realise you relate to all of them and they're all very similar. But they all have this persona of being very different. They all think they're individual, but actually they're all very similar. And
it's such a good show. Oh, that's such a shame that it's gone from Netflix. Yeah. Well, it's a good job that I came with 3 recommendations, so we can have 2 out of 3. But yeah, I kind of gave up with the Donald Glover sort of theme. And I sort of thought that I would just mention Goliath on Amazon Prime. It's a Billy Bob Thornton starring show.
Cool.
He's he plays a down and out lawyer. So he's had this glittering career, but he's now not he's a bit of a drunk and just doing what Billy Bob Thornton does best, which is just being like a bit of a drunk mess, which I mean as an actor, and so it's really worth a watch.
Sure.
And it's got the woman from Lost in Space in it.
Okay.
And it's just really good show, really good law show. Like
I don't think people
a
talk
bit of a
about
drama.
Amazon Prime that much.
No.
I mean, it's a huge platform, and they're all releasing stuff, which I'm always... One of the platforms I'm thinking, that looks good, I might watch that at some point. But I don't really go back to it that much. I should really get stuck into Amazon Prime, because...
Okay. Goliath is there, and I think it's worth watching that.
Oh, cool.
Especially because season 2 is coming out in June, I think, so we could maybe do a full review of that at some point.
And it's 8 episodes long, the first season. So
yeah,
nice small season. Probably like a feature-length episode, but still, it's nice.
Yeah,
nice
it's good. It's good. Yeah. It's just a good story from start to finish.
Nice,
and just like interesting. And it's not too like pressing. It's not. It's not hard watch or anything. It's quite, you can, it sort of moves you along the story quite nicely.
Yeah.
And, it's not too out there, quite down to earth. Some of it's a bit weird. Some of the kind of antagonist stuff is a bit weird. So the bad guy in it, that's what I mean by antagonist, is, a bit weird. But it kind of works for the show and the context of the show. I think it's good. I think that's that's one that's maybe slipped under the radar with the first season. We've got a second season which is coming out soon. I think we should do a full episode on that. That's quite good.
I have a
Jim.
I have a secret gem. A secret gem?
Go on.
Unless you've unless you've...
No, I was just going to move on to what's out.
Cool.
But
my secret gem, if you look at Amazon Prime, a show called Sneaky Pete. I think it's got loads. It's got Bryan Cranston, and he's only in it for like a small amount of time. So I'm not trying to sell it. I'm not saying Bryan Cranston stars in Sneaky Pete. He's only in it for like a small amount of time, but it is so good. It has. I will be able to spell it. I can't pronounce that. I'll have to say. I'll try and pronounce the main actor's name.
Okay.
Giovanni. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Giovanni Ribbius.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Giovanni.
Ribisi. I think
he's
in lots of stuff.
Yeah, he's one of he's like, oh, that guy. It's a really.
Was he in Friends for ages?
Yeah, he was
Phoebe's brother.
Yeah. He had lots of babies.
Yeah.
The triplets or the quadruplets.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
Yeah, it just seems to be so good. And my favorite part of it is Bryan Cranston. He had this one speech like near the end of the series.
Yeah,
and it's just him talking for like 5 minutes, and it's such a good speech.
What kind of genre is it? What was the show about?
So basically, it's about a con artist, and basically someone who was in prison for quite a long time, and he had his cellmate called Pete, and Pete would just talk all about his life. So when our protagonist leaves prison, he goes home as Pete because they've not seen him in years, so they don't know what he looks like, and he takes a soda with Pete to try and calm people, get some money and get on the road because his old boss, who's played by Bryan Cranston, is looking for him.
Right.
And he needs to get away from him.
Yeah, interesting.
And the two storylines
sort of like
of
a
him,
crime kind of.
Yeah, but it also becomes a drama as well because like even though he's trying to con these people, he's also starting to care for them.
Has it got a bit of a Breaking Bad vibe to it? I'm just asking. I know because of the Bryan Cranston thing, but
no.
Okay.
No, I can't. I don't know what it's like, but it's sort of like it's interesting. He's sort of like he wants to. He could easily just con them and get out of there, but he's lingering around a little bit because he sees that these people sort of need him, and he's never really had a family of his own, and so he starts to really indulge in the idea of having a family.
Okay,
so
sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we look at the month ahead then?
Yes.
We're going to do Handmaid's Tale, which season 2 has just come out on season 4, so you can look forward to the podcast for that. Coming up.
Season 2, season.
So Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
We're going to review next week. So season 2 has just come to Channel 4.
Gotcha. Cool. That's why I got confused. I thought season 2 came out after Channel 4, after 4. I just heard like season 2 and season 4 at the same time. So,
okay. Yeah. So that's clear. So Channel 4. You can watch season 2 on Channel 4.
Thank you.
But you can also catch up with that on Now TV, but I'm not looked to see if it's on iPlayer or Channel 4 player.
4 on demand.
4OD, yeah. Okay, so it might be on there as well. So we'll review that next week.
Yeah.
As I just mentioned, Goliath season 2. Cool. We could maybe check that out.
Yeah.
Do a full episode on that. I think Arrested Development season 5 has come out, so I'm really excited because I'm a massive fan of Arrested Development. However, and I think a lot of Arrested Development fans would say this, is that season 4 was a massive letdown.
Damn.
So basically, if you don't know the history of Arrested Development, it started off ages before Netflix was a thing, and it had 3 seasons, and then it got cut, and it got this massive cult status. I like to say that I was there before, like even before it got massive. But you know, maybe that's just me trying to boast. But I watched. So I started watching this when I was like 16. I'm now I'm 30 something. I'm in my 30s. That's what people say, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s now. So it's been around for a long time. And then Netflix brought it back for a season 4.
Yeah.
But they had loads of scheduling issues, so season 4 wasn't great. But my mate was telling me that they've recut season 4. They've called it season 4 revisited, which is much better.
Okay, cool.
So my recommendation is if you're going to start watching the show, and I think everybody should watch it because it's one of the best sitcoms ever made, ever.
Wow.
I've probably built it up too much already, but for me, it's just got that place it's just got that place in my heart where they could just churn out the worst thing now, and I'd still probably love it because it's the world of Arrested Development. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to season 5 because I hope that it's going to be back on track. So basically, by the time season 3 ended, it got cut by whoever was doing it. But it's one of those kind of self-aware shows that would make loads of jokes about be getting cut or
Yeah.
So it's quite good in that sense. And then, but all the actors, because of its cult status, they all went off and they did loads of stuff and they got really busy. Yeah, so I think that's when they tried to do season 4. What they did was they paired a lot of characters off with minor characters because they couldn't, because it was just obviously a scheduling nightmare. So, but even that for me was enough. Like, I still love it. Like, it's not hindered it. So it's very subjective, but I think it's one of those things that if you watched it now, there's maybe a lot of stuff out there that kind of does similar things. And I'm a little bit worried that you didn't like Jane the Virgin because there's maybe a couple of things in there that... So for example, they use a narrator who is Michael Howard, by the way.
Okay.
As in, Happy Days.
Oh, yeah.
Really famous director guy.
Yeah.
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 I think that's his name, is it? Yeah. I
think so.
I'm getting paranoid now.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a narrator and it's got loads of people who are quite famous now.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what you think about it. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that's out in the next few days, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, we schedule that review to the end of the month. It gives you time to catch up.
Yeah, we can do. Although it depends what else we've got to get through.
Yeah.
Some other things that one thing that you might be interested in, James, is Cloak and Dagger. That's a Prime show.
Yeah.
But it's Marvel.
Yeah. I'm not sure when it's out.
Teens.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out in June.
Yeah.
So
I'll definitely watch it. I watched the Runaways. I do really enjoy that much. That's Marvel as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, it's a mini Marvel series based on a comic book. Which
is okay.
Not good. And the comic book has Cloak and Dagger in it.
Right.
So
okay.
The factor.
Something. So I'm reeling off quite a few shows because I think it's some quite busy highlights. Maybe there's a show that's recently come out on Netflix called Safe, which has got the actor from Dexter in it.
Yeah.
Which looks like a bit of a sort of crime mystery thing where his daughter goes missing in a very rich suburban neighborhood, and he's trying to find her. It looks interesting. I thought that might be something to check out.
Yeah.
So that's come out recently, and then there's Happy has just come onto Netflix as well.
A few people telling me that's meant to be really good.
So that's about a hitman who befriends an imaginary friend which is a perky blue unicorn. Okay. I'm not explaining that very well. So he's a hitman.
Yeah.
And he takes on somebody else's imaginary friend, which is a perky blue unicorn. Okay. I know I've literally just repeated what I just said.
Yeah.
But even just that premise is trying to get my head around that seems a bit weird. And it's been labelled as a comedy crime fantasy. So I don't know. Could be good.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of June, which I doubt we'll maybe get time for in the month of June, but it might be stuff to think about for July. But it looks like Luke Cage season 2 coming back.
Yeah.
And a show that I'm quite excited about, which is Glow season 2.
Okay.
Glamorous ladies of wrestling.
Yeah. I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes of the first season. I wasn't turned away. I just didn't really want to quit, and I just fell out of watching it.
Right.
And but for what I did see, I did enjoy. So I'll pick it up again, and so there's no hatred towards it. Just
okay.
I missed it one time, and I know it's all. I just stopped watching it and didn't go back to it.
Well, there's a little sneak peek at our Glow review. Do you see what I tried to do? Sneaky peek? No.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
That's like that's like the Def Pond joke of this week.
Oh yeah, sneaky Pete, sneaky peek. Yeah. Sorry, it's
it was a bit tenuous that.
Yeah, I'm also my brain's not working, so
it's getting late, James.
Yeah.
So lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff to check out.
Yeah, busy man.
I haven't even mentioned everything, but for me, there's a few things that I'm looking forward to, and I'll be interested to see. Arrested Development is like obviously the thing for me, and then next, because like I didn't even know they were doing a season 5. It just sort of
that's always great when you think it's dead and you think what, they're doing a new one.
Yeah, that's so good. But I'm also there's lots to look forward to for the month of June. Busy month. Yeah. We'll see what we can get through. We might not get through all of those things that we've just mentioned, all of those shows, but we'll try our best to get through what we can, and hopefully you'll keep listening. Check out the Hidden Gems if you can. Yeah. Obviously, if you can get hold of community, then let us know so we can let other people know. Yeah. We can be a big podcasting community where we share shows and that sort of thing. You see what I did there, James? See, I'm all about the links.
I know.
All about the links. Okay. So lots to watch. Not enough time. Always the way.
I've been trying to think of a Handmaiden's Tale, like handmade me tale. I don't know.
Handmade me a tale that I can.
I heard the handmaiden. I don't know. But I can't work that into. Next week, I'll find a smoother way of working Handmaiden's Tale into a sentence. Yeah. Oh, we're doing Handmaiden's Tale, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, so I can work into every sentence. Yeah.
Yes. So, look out for that episode review of Handmaid's Tale. Yeah. Lots to come up. Hopefully you're excited. I'm excited. Are you excited, James, for TV?
Yeah, I don't really know what the show's about, so I'm just going to go with a fresh mind.
Yeah, so TV. It's awesome.
Boom.
Lots to watch.
Yeah, well, peace out, and I suppose we'll see you.
Do all the usual social stuff.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Got YouTube, Facebook. All
websites,
Twitter,
the internet.
Just there. If you're listening to this,
connect.
Everything.
Google.
Boom.
Everything's connected.
Synchronized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boom.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's wrap it up.
We'll speak to you soon. All right. Bye.